Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We talk everything animation here, including Unikitty, which we'll be getting into today. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, Delaney and I are here to cover the sneak peek premiere of Unikitty. The new
Shockers all around.
Yeah, you thought we wouldn't be covering the Unikitty sneak peek premiere. Yeah, right. But we are. It's so this is a new show to Cartoon Network that aired tonight, October 27th. It's the episode Spoooooky Game we will be discussing.
Spoooooky Game.
At a nice 6:10 premiere time from Cartoon Network.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
Right after Teen Titans Go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's actually good. If it was a ratings thing, that's like the best spot for a new show right after the new Teen Titans Go. But anyway, this is just like a sneak peek premiere. The actual show won't be airing until next year. So, gonna be a little bit until we get more Unikitty and,
Unikitty.
Yeah, no, Spoooooky Game, not Unikitty. Anyway, yeah. The show obviously based on, not obviously, I mean, kind of somewhat of an obscure character from the original Lego movie. And now she gets her own spin-off show. So,
fabulous.
Yeah, we're going to be discussing this pilot episode. I'm skeptical that this is the actual first episode of the show. I think that they probably just took their Halloween theme episode from the first several and then, sneak peeked it here. But
I mean, I would assume, for the timing.
Yeah, not clear. Like, we don't know some of these characters' names until like the very end of the episode, so it might not have been a great first one. But
I still don't know their name.
Yeah, we'll go over everyone's names. Okay, so we're getting into Unikitty. Check us out at overlyanimated.com. We cover a bunch of animated series there. Subscribe to us on iTunes at overlyanimated.com/iTunes. So Delaney, let's start with your history with this Unikitty character and the Lego movie. I guess that's the only thing she's been in. So
yes.
Going into this, what did you think of Unikitty, the character?
Well, I love the Lego movie. I love that movie. It's great. I saw it in theaters and I own it and I love that movie. I went to McDonald's when they had the Lego movie toys, and I'd get the kids meals, and I have 3 of the Lego movie cups, and one of them is Unikitty, and it's my favorite cup because Unikitty is a great character. It's like a holographic cup. It's fabulous.
Ooh,
so
nice.
I like Unikitty. She's really funny, and when she gets mad in the Lego movie is awesome. And I was kind of waiting for that to happen. I mean, in the promo and stuff, we see her get mad. So that's obviously going to be a big contender. So I like Unikitty. I was excited. I was like, oh my god, it's Unikitty. They made a show about Unikitty. It's great. She's an absurd character.
So you were Unikitty's #1 fan going into the show.
Probably, yes.
What did you think of when you heard that Unikitty was getting a spin-off show?
Okay, so I found it, and I was like, oh my god, Unikitty's getting a show? What? And I posted in the Discord, and I was like, how late am I to this that I just found this out? This is exciting.
Yeah.
Because I think it's cool, because I like Unikitty.
Yeah, you were not very late. There's not much released on the show right before this, but just at least Cartoon Network kind of put it on. They put this on their schedule. We at least knew this was coming. I've seen the Lego movie. I'm definitely not as high on it as you. This could be a whole nother podcast, us discourse about the Lego movie. But I definitely loved the Unikitty parts of the movie, and that was, I think, it's hard for me to remember. The movie was a little bit ago now. I think she's probably my favorite character of the movie. She really popped on the scenes that she was in, and I think that her getting her own show was pretty absurd, but I guess so. Sure, let's do it. that's
I must say, Unikitty's not my favorite character from the Lego movie. My favorite character from the Lego movie is 1980 Spaceman.
Okay.
And that's very important, and I want everyone to know that. And so I'd be really, really excited if we had a 1980 Spaceman show.
Yeah, where's his spin-off show?
Yeah, where is he? Can he guest star? He's my favorite.
I mean, we're spinning off everything from the Lego movie now. We've had multiple spin-off movies at this point, yeah. Maybe characters will pop up in this show, but I think that this is not. I think this Unikitty is not related to the Lego movie Unikitty. I think this is
That's what I'm thinking. Because she do they live in the land in the Lego movie, and then they're not Lego except for brick, which is I guess a joke. It's really confusing.
Yeah, we gotta get into these characters. Yeah, so I'm not clear because this is not a good first episode in terms of showing off the setting. Who is it? Does this take place in Cloud Cuckoo Land? Right? That's from the Lego movie.
Where
they did call her princess, so presumably it does. They kept her as a
maybe
princess.
this is when they're younger.
How old is this character even?
Cloud Cuckoo Land gets like destroyed.
So it's it would have to be a prequel if it was in the timeline of the Lego movie.
Oh my god, what happened to her brother? Rip.
Yeah, her brother doesn't exist. Yeah, her brother doesn't exist in the movie, right? So none of these characters do. So,
right, except Brick, theoretically.
I think, because he's a brick, because there are a lot of Lego.
He's a brick, yeah, there's a lot of Lego bricks.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think it's best for now to imagine this as a, just they kept the premise, but it's in like a different, it's in an alternate universe, I would assume. Like, I doubt,
I'm fine with that.
I doubt we're working towards the Lego movie ending. Like, that would seem, yeah.
That'd be so dark. Oh my god.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, and this show seems like a pretty much 100% a comedy.
Yes, which I'm fine with.
Yeah, like the promos like the Teen Titans Go and the Lego Movie combined, right? Like they're trying to sell that.
It reminds me of like Gumball.
Okay, yeah, I can see that definitely. Yeah,
like the humor in it. I do like I would sit and watch Gumball.
Yeah, Gumball's a quality show. Yeah, and I think this is it's just in line with Cartoon Network's modern programming slate,
right?
In their new chibifying, cutifying era of old properties. This is the next in line, right? So
they're like legit used. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, but as we've seen before, you and I have covered. For a while we're covering the new Powerpuff Girls, and we like that show. So we're not we're not saying it's a inherently bad trend. So okay, let's discuss the character. Well, okay, first of all, what do you think of this episode, Spoooooky Game?
I actually really liked it. I thought it was funny. Like, I enjoyed this, like, Jumanji Halloween concept, and then, like, them just not caring, like, and, like, the really bummed out, like, game host. Like, that was really funny. Like, I enjoyed him. Like, the concept was funny. It went by fast. Like, I don't think it was, like, really boring, like, for, like, I mean, it's kind of like a worn concept, but it wasn't, like, bad. Like it was actively funny. The siblings crack me up. I think they're great. Like the little brother's awesome. I really enjoyed like we have a corn maze and then carnival games and then a bell. Like okay, like none of these make sense, but it's fine. Like corn maze is Halloween and then the rest of it was like whatever we want, which I'm fine with. It was funny. Like it kind of reminded me of like the Scooby-Doo game I have. Also, because Dr. Fox is Velma.
Oh, you just mean the character, like concept of her?
Yeah, she's Velma.
I guess so. I saw her for like 5 seconds. I don't know.
No, the whole time I was like, Velma found. Okay, I didn't realize she was a fox until they said she was a fox. Yeah. I was like, okay.
I thought she was a cat. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't even know. I thought she was like a person. I was like, what the heck? Like, I didn't understand the character.
Anyway, let's table Dr. Fox for now. We have probably the fourth most important character of the show, but
probably.
Yeah, so let's talk Unikitty. So, in the Lego movie, Unikitty is voiced by Alison Brie. But here she's voiced by Tara Strong in the show.
Which, I mean, none of us will complain.
Yeah, Tara Strong's obviously incredible. I don't necessarily know why we can't get Alison Brie to do this. Like, Alison Brie does a main voice on BoJack Horseman. Like, she does voiceover work. So, but, you know, Tara Strong's great. So, and she was... And it didn't... She sounded the same, basically, right?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, it didn't seem like... It wasn't like... Like, I'm not shocked it's a different voice actress, but I'm also not like... Oh my god, she sounds totally different. Like it doesn't bother. Like I'm trying to think. There's another example of something where I'm like, this isn't the same voice actor, and it really bothered me, but I can't remember now. It's like an adaptation of something, but this doesn't bother me.
Not kind of a frequent thing, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I forgot my thoughts on the episode. Yeah, I actually thought this was decent, right? Like this was kind of enjoyable to watch. It was distracting me trying to figure out who these people were for the whole time. I think this might function better within the context of when it's supposed to air, but I think this was perfectly enjoyable episode. I guess like if every episode's like this, I'm not sure if it's a show that I would, anticipate week to week.
Right.
If it's just so light as this, that there's like no plot or anything, but it's not, you can't judge from one episode. But that episode itself, Unikitty and Puppycorn were cool. I think their sibling dynamic was the big highlight of the episode. And in terms of like the specific episode, yeah, the game host was very funny. He was definitely the kind of highlight part of the plot, kind of the plot of this episode. But
incredible voice acting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't know who he is because they didn't really show the credits, but yeah, he was. And This concept is something that these type of shows have done a million times. The Jumanji game concept. New Powerpuff Girls did this earlier this year. So except they did D&D you go into, and
Right.
this was yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I need to see this concept done again, but it was fine, and I thought it was funny and cute and overall enjoyable.
Well, I think doing it for Halloween was interesting because usually it's just like a general thing, but then they're like, no, it's a Halloween board game. So I thought that was funny.
Yeah, it was a nice spin on it. So yeah, what do we think of how Unikitty's portrayed in the episode itself? Give a synopsis of how she is in the Lego movie. She's definitely like combustible. That's as you mentioned, that's one of the main aspects of her.
Well, like in the movie, she's just like this really positive force, and like, I mean, she's just really positive and fun and cute. Like that's the point of her is to be cute. But then she does do a lot of stuff. Like she's cute, but then you find out like she's gonna literally explode on you and like murder you. So it's kind of like it's really funny. So she has like this hidden power. Like she can do a lot. She has a lot of abilities, which was interesting. That's kind of what they were showcasing like in this episode was that like Unikitty can fly and her poor brother is just like that's no fair. And then she can just do all this crazy stuff and he's just like I'm trying really hard. So I don't know if it's like just because he's younger or something. I think they made it pretty clear that he's younger, but like quite maybe like a little significantly younger. But it was so yeah. She's in the like. I mean, there's not really a big difference. Like they've definitely kind of like made her more like. It's interesting because like she's kind of a childish character in the Lego movie, but she still has a like. Okay, this could sound stupid for like being a pink unicorn cat, but she has like a more like mature like presence in the Lego movie, and that she's like this kind of like I'm just trying like she's very sure of herself. She's in charge. Like she takes charge, and then this like we've definitely made her like more childish, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I think she's true. Like I didn't really notice a difference. Like it's just like we're dealing with a different plot. Like it's not like the plot of the Lego movie is like more significant than what happened in this episode. But
yeah, I think a lot of it's the context of how she comes across. Like this is a much more childish series than the Lego movie, but yeah,
but she's cute and fun.
Yeah, but she could. Yeah, I agree though. She comes across more mature in the movie than here. So I like the headcanon of this being a younger version of her. But I think they mostly capture like the aspects of her, like she's just she's just positive and happy. But I think like the two main traits that maybe come across in the episode is maybe like she is like the cutesiness sometimes. Like she like kisses her brother and she like kisses the ball or something and lots of hugs and stuff
she's
like that.
Yeah. She's really cute.
Yeah. So that comes across. But there is one moment too when she kind of blows up in the episode. So,
right.
So at least we got that, even though that was more pronounced in the movie.
Right, yeah. Which I mean like it might not happen like every episode, but there will probably be an episode where she just like you see her blow up for the first time.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought she was pretty good here. And then
I thought she was cute. Like I liked her.
Yeah, and then we have the original characters for the show. Puppycorn, her younger brother, voiced by Great Lyle Griffin.
Amazing.
Yes, that's Azula and Puppycorn. That's the range on.
Yep, it's so good. I don't like his name. Like
why?
Unikitty, and then we have Puppycorn. Like really, he obviously got like the rough end of the stick on that one. Like really.
So out of the two halves of unicorn, you like the uni over the corn, is what you're saying?
Yes.
That's the analysis here. Yeah.
Well, I thought they were making like a joke because when it was like right after the corn maze, because I didn't know his name.
Yeah. They didn't say his name for a while. Yeah.
I was like, I got it. Like. Well, I was just confused. I was like, he's like, it took me, honestly, took me a while. I was like, oh, he's a eunuch. Okay. It's like, it tricked me.
Yeah.
I was
so
like, what?
Would you have named him a Unipuppy instead of Puppycorn?
Or like Unipup.
Unipup? Okay.
Yeah.
Probably thought it was too similar to Unikitty, I guess, but.
And that's fine, but like, they're literally siblings. It's whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think of Puppycorn?
He's cute. I like him. One, he's blue. Blue is a great color. His character's really fun. Like, I think they're cute. Like, their sibling dynamic is, like, great. Like, honestly, like, I will watch... I'm all here for sibling dynamics. I'm also always here for, like, like sister brother dynamics, because as an older sister with a younger brother, these always interest me. And that was like one of the main reasons I loved Gravity Falls was the sibling dynamic. And like this was great. I love him. He's funny. He's cute. Like they're just so like earnest and adorable. Like, are there going to be real problems in this show? Probably not, but they're going to be cute, so that's fine.
Yeah, we had Gravity Falls with the brother sister dynamic, but they were like twins there, and this is
Right.
is an older sister, younger brother. And yeah, definitely my number one question going into this is like how did you think their portrayal of that specific sibling dynamic is, because you can relate to that.
Right, like I think it's good to have like a positive sibling dynamic. All the time in media, it's like, oh, I hate my older brother or like whatever, or my older sister, or like they get along sometimes, but they're always like at odds with each other. Like, to me, that's not real. I understand other people, that is like their life and that's how they like deal with things. My girlfriend's like, woo, right now, but it's fine. And me and my brother get along. Like, I literally like called him before and I was like, can I borrow your television so I can watch this cartoon? And then it's at 6:10 and it was 6:06 and he started to walk slower down the hallway. And I was like, why are you like this? But then he was like, he sped up and I was like, you punk. I mean, but then anyway, I ended up not watching in his room, but that's not important. But like, we have like, it's chill. Like, it's like, hey, cool beans. Like, we always played together growing up. We didn't really have a lot of friends who weren't us, like, until we were older. So like, you know, them doing this adventure is like when me and my brother would play and I would tell him the things he had to say while we were playing. And if he didn't, I'd get mad at him. But like, he had to say his lines and like we would play together. And like, that's just like, you know, I'm just chill. Like, my brother's like 3 years younger than me, but like, it's chill. Like, we're like bros.
Yeah. So you found this to be like a more of a realistic portrayal than you usually see in media.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, it's more realistic to me. Like, I understand other people have different, you know, sibling dynamics, but my girlfriend's like, yeah. And I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, at the very least, it's nice to see this. It's refreshing to see this different type of thing portrayed.
Yeah, and it's nice to have like a positive sibling dynamic, because like maybe that's something we should normalize, is having like positive sibling dynamics. Granted, there's also like other reasons why you would be like, I don't really like my brother, which is fine, but it was nice. This is like the dynamic I have with my brother, and it's cute, and like they're playing board games, and it was funny.
Yeah, I think their dynamic was like the standout of any of the characters interacting. They were super cute together. You could tell that they like genuinely loved each other, and I think
it's just adorable.
Yeah, I think it really came through.
Like, that's what's so cute about it. Like when she kissed his cheek, I was like, "Aww."
Yeah. And
then like when they hugged at the end, like, it's just cute. And like they rang the bell. Like, I knew the whole time that's what was going to happen, but like it was really cute.
Yeah, it was a nice ending. They rang the bell together, and it was great. So, Puppy.
And it was better than being like, "I'm going to let you win."
Yeah, actually, I agree with that. That's the other way they could have taken this, but
so that's what I thought was going to happen at first. I was going to be like, no, that's stupid, don't do that. I'm like, this is much better.
Yeah. So so Puppycorn seems nice. Maybe he'll get, I think we won't get the super big sense of his character until we maybe have Unikitty lists episodes with him. I don't know if we're going to do that. Maybe, I don't know how present of a main character Unikitty is, but yeah. So
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, but for now, at the very least, him as defined by the sibling dynamic of Unikitty was a good portrayal in the first episode. Okay, how about the potential standout character of Unikitty, Hockodile?
Is that his name? I had no idea.
Hockodile. He is half hawk, half crocodile, right?
I thought he was a rooster. I didn't know, like, what.
Yeah, I thought he was like an eagle or something until they said Hockodile. Yeah.
I saw on your note eagle. I was like, do we have any idea what this dude is?
Yeah, that was before they said Hockodile.
And he has like he has like boxing gloves.
Apparently, he is Unikitty's bodyguard. That's what Wikipedia says.
Okay.
Did not get that impression.
This is beginning to make sense.
Voiced by Roger Craig Smith. What do you think of Hockodile?
I liked him. He was funny and like ridiculous. I like that he's kind of like, if he's a bodyguard character, he's like, I don't think he necessarily fits like the stereotype, like doesn't talk much, is very like grim or whatever. Like, he seemed pretty funny, and like he's serious, but like, I don't know, he gave me a good vibe. Like, he didn't bother me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
And his character design's ridiculous, so.
yeah, I mean, I guess we're doing animal hybrids like Avatar in the show just because of Unikitty. Like, we're basing this whole show off of
It's kind of amazing when you think about
yeah,
it.
we based an entire world off of this joke of a concept of cat and unicorn. So I guess we need Hawkodile too.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of potential to be like the highlight of the show. But he was kind of given he was given the comedic role here, so it was easy for him to pop more than maybe Dr. Fox because he had more to do and had funny lines. But I think he was great.
You know, I thought he was funny. Like, him at the end was like, well, him like in the carnival was funny.
Yeah. As previously discussed, we have Dr. Fox, who voiced by Katie Miucci, who is the castle's resident scientist.
Okay, I was about to be like, is she like her tutor or something? Yeah. I was like, why are you a doctor?
By the way, apparently they live in a castle, too.
Well, that would make sense. She's like the princess or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I assume you like Dr. Fox.
Obviously. Yeah. She has glasses and she's like the smart character immediately.
Yeah.
Picked. And she's the Velma character, so immediately sold. I'm glad they I thought they were like all the same age. Like, I didn't understand like what's going on. Like, are they just like, why is the scientist running around? Like,
I'd assume that Hawkodile and Dr. Fox are adults.
That's what I'm assuming, and like now that you've told me that,
but no, I don't know though. So
I mean, watching it, I was like, are they all the same age? And then when he said she was Dr. Fox, I was like, what? Like, I was like, is this like 7-year-old a doctor? I'm really confused. So, I mean, it makes more sense if she's an adult, but I liked her character. I mean, unfortunately, we didn't spend a lot of time with her, which, like, hopefully that's not it. Maybe there will be an episode where, like, we all meet all the characters. That'd be cool. Like they join individually. What the heck is Brick for?
Yeah. I think it's hard to judge Dr. Fox too much until she's on screen for more than like 2 minutes.
I like her character design.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, initially I was like, she's the best, but then she like got turned into corn very fast, and
yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, and then last we have Brick. Apparently, is named Richard. Is the Brick?
That's kind of funny.
A 1x3 Lego brick. Okay.
They had to do it. I think I respect their decision to have a Lego character because they obviously made the conscious decision that this was not going to be Lego.
Right. So this is most Lego properties look like Legos, and that's mostly what they've done with animation. But earlier this year we saw Lego Elves on Netflix, which did not look like Legos at all in the new.
They're not Lego and Lego Elves.
No, they don't look like Legos at all. And
you've been talking about Lego Elf and you've never mentioned
I've mentioned that. You've ignored that. And
no, you haven't.
They're not.
Now I have to watch it. I hate
They're just normal looking. They look like Voltron characters, and you
didn't tell me that.
I told you that.
I'm so shook.
And yeah,
we're gonna have to start covering Lego Elves. Great.
Yeah, well, I mean, it aired already, but yeah, and and Unikitty also does not look like Legos except for Brick, Richard. Yeah, so Richard. So I guess that's the gag, is he's the only Lego in the world.
Which I think if if he's just gonna be like the meh Brick character, I'm fine with that. Like, that's really funny. Like that. Like, I appreciate there being a Lego character. Like, I think that's really funny.
Yeah, I think he could be good. But it seems like just like a joke concept character. But it's a funny insert. I much prefer this over the whole thing looking like Legos. Like, this is better.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, as someone who loves the Lego movie and the Lego video games, I am not a fan of Lego animation in general. Like, even though I love like character design gags, Lego design gags get tiresome very fast.
Yeah, I agree.
To me, I just feel like inundated with Lego. I love Lego, but like I'm tired.
Because we're way oversaturated with Lego animation. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I like Ninjago. Like, I've watched Ninjago. I've watched like different Lego things. Like, I have consumed a lot of Lego media, and I'm tired of things looking like Lego.
Yeah, and one way to avoid the fatigue is what they're doing. It's just you can continue having Lego properties. They just don't all need to look exactly like Legos.
Exactly.
Like, that was just kind of a design choice at first, but you don't need to make that choice for every property. Yeah.
Right. Because like Lego video games, like, it serves a functional purpose.
Yeah.
Because like they're Lego. Like, that's why you play the games, because they're Lego. but like,
Yeah, and
I was,
and the
like,
Lego
so tired
movie,
of
of
this.
course, at the end, it makes sense why they look like Legos.
Right.
But in this show, it
But, and
wouldn't
it
make
was
any.
funny.
Yeah, and it's like the
Exactly.
whole movie's based around that premise. But then
Right.
if you make Lego Ninjago still look like Legos, it's like why? I mean, I haven't seen that movie, but I assume there's no
I
purpose.
haven't
Like,
either.
why are they even?
Yeah, I'm assuming
Yeah,
also.
so
Because you wouldn't do that twice.
yeah, so like it doesn't make sense for the show, so just make them look normal. She's still kind of brick shaped, so it's still kind of there, but they're like square head, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I enjoyed that. That it's they don't look like Legos in this one character. Apparently, we've not met the villain who is named Master Frown.
Oh God.
Yeah, so we'll see about him. Okay, but specific things from the episode. I think we probably hit on most of them. I don't even know. It was kind of all this just nonsense. Yeah, we talked about the host guy. I think he was very funny. And
I mean, I think he's the best part of the episode potentially.
yeah, I think so. And yeah, there's the hug stuff, and there's like the scoreboard, and Unikitty wins all the time apparently in their game night. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So that feel bad for Puppycorn at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't. I don't know.
You don't.
I know, but yeah,
I do like at the end, like he's not gasping because it came out of the game. It's because like, why are you tiny? That was funny.
Yeah, though. Yeah, they're all tiny at the end because they were just on the board. Yeah,
That was pretty good.
that was like it was kind of a joke about these type of episodes. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Delaney, I can't believe we went almost this whole time without mentioning the most notable thing about this entire series.
Oh my
which
God.
is the theme song
is
performed by Babymetal.
Dylan is shook.
It is shocking. I knew that the series existed before I knew that the theme song was by Babymetal. So like it was already this isn't the one reason we're covering this, but this was a huge incentive.
But it's the big reason.
Big incentive.
No, because I was like, Dylan, I like Unikitty, I'd watch it, and then Dylan was like, Delaney, the theme song is by Babymetal, and I was like, we have to cover it now, don't we? Like, I was like, I knew immediately. I'm like, Dylan sold.
Okay, why is this theme song by Babymetal? Why did they do this?
How did this happen?
Yeah,
like,
I don't know. One, it's like, how did this happen? Why did you make this choice? I get so Babymetal is kind of mainstream, so it's not like this is the most shocking thing. But it's not like everyone in the U.S. knows about Babymetal. Which, if you don't know, here's the Babymetal.
It makes just as much sense as Simple Plan singing the Scooby-Doo theme song. Like,
I guess so, but
like, and it's again ironic. I loved Simple Plan before they sang it, and I was like, why is Simple Plan singing Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Like, why?
Yeah, I mean, this is, I feel like this is more obscure here. I mean, so Babymetal is a Japanese idol group consisting of, 3 preteen girls, I guess they're existing for a while, so they're probably older now. And, they sing like poppy lyrics over heavy metal in the background. And, it's like a subversion.
But when you think about it, that completely makes sense for the show.
I guess so. I don't know if I've seen enough to say that makes sense for.
Well, with Unikitty being like who Unikitty is.
Okay, yeah. So like the cutesy but combustible nature of Unikitty, right? I think that's what they're going for. Yeah, I definitely think that's what they're going for. But Babymetal is just a very odd concept for a band, and they are big. They do worldwide tours and stuff, and so I very much enjoy Babymetal, even though they're super absurd. And then yeah, they do the theme song, which is nothing. It's just there's no words, so. It's just ba ba ba, and then at the end they say Desu, which is oh my God, like I don't even know how to. It's
so shook.
Why? What is this? This is everything else about the show just kind of makes sense, and it's just like this is like a corporate shill new Cartoon Network type show. It's fine. It's like it's good regardless. But and then it's like but Babymetal's doing the theme. Like it kind of rectifies all of the show's problems. Like
it's like okay,
like it's everything. Okay, and there's like a Puffy Amiyumi show. So there's like some precedent towards like Japanese idols doing or singers doing like theme songs for, I think that was Cartoon Network show. But that was like the whole show was based around that, and this is this is just nonsense. So
well, and then there was the Japanese theme song for Teen Titans.
Okay, yeah. True. So I guess okay. So I guess that's where it comes from, is maybe the continuing the Teen Titans trend, if they're really trying to sell this as a Teen Titans legacy, Teen Titans Go legacy type thing. So yeah, it's the best part, I think. We'll watch for the theme song anyway. One conceptual question before we go that I wrote down is so in the Lego movie, Unikitty is kind of the standout character, just because she's kind of randomly shows up and doesn't really, she just kind of doesn't have to do with anything, but is, just has like a big presence regardless. So like, I think it's reasonable to ask whether giving her own show and making her the main character just kind of defeats the purpose of this parody type. Oh, it's a unicorn and a cat, and it's the cute character, and she's just going to pop up. Like, I feel like we're maybe defeating the whole purpose of her being ironic in the original movie.
Well, I would say that's probably true, but it's maybe not a bad thing, like in relation to like, it's kind of a subversion, I would say, of like having this cutesy girly character in the middle of the Lego movie, which is like, but there's a lot of problems with Lego movie, which we could again have a whole podcast on about like the male orientation in that movie. Yeah. But then to give her own show, which there may be an issue with her having a brother, and that like it might be taking the focus away from her. Granted, I like the brother, and the sibling dynamic is great, but this could be like, I think this has a chance to be like good in that like giving her own show and like having this cutesy like, it's kind of like, Star versus the Forces of Evil, like having, not that these shows are like on par with each other, but the concept of like you have like these like cutesy magical girl characters, but then like they actually are like, they're independent and they have a lot, like it's their own show and they do whatever they want and they're in charge.
Yeah, she's very star.
Also, they're both princesses.
Yeah, she's very Star Butterfly like. Yeah. It's easy.
Which I think that's a good thing.
It's definitely a good thing. I like your point of, we're kind of reclaiming the Lego movie with the show, from Lego. There's the short version of my Lego movie critique is it's pretty sexist.
Yes, which I like I enjoyed the Lego movie for what it is, but I agree with that. Yeah. Like, it's like, there are problems with the Lego movie.
And Unikitty is, you could argue, is part of just the male lens in that film.
Right,
but I think she.
Well, it's like Legos are for boys, and like,
and this is like the kind of joke subversion of it, and then like, yes, you're defeating the purpose. You're clearly defeating the purpose for Mega Man show, but you are like female orienting the Lego movie, so like, or at least like she's the main character, it's her show, so I like that response. Like, it's like, yes, but it's worth it because we're we're making this potentially feminist here.
Well, it's like, and like the older I get, like I grew up that whole like, I'm not like other girls, like I want to be like Toph from Avatar, and I like characters like that, and I don't like girly characters and blah 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 blah. And then the older I get, I appreciate more like characters like Star Butterfly and characters like Unikitty and the characters in Powerpuff Girls, like of like, you can like, you like what you like be a girl, do whatever you want, like it doesn't matter. But then also to have like, you can be girly and still be like a cool person and do whatever you want and be smart and all this stuff, because we have a lot of problems like that. Like I'm still unpacking stuff like that, like in our society. And like, it's just like, it's really important to have things like this. I think it's great to have a like dumb Unikitty show. Great. I think it's cute. Like, I'm kind of upset that we have to wait so long to see more of it. Yeah,
a few months at least. Basically the same reason Star Butterfly is like an amazing progressive character are the reasons why Unikitty could fall under that same.
Unikitty has the potential.
Yeah. So
just in Unikitty's concept,
right? So like so like that alone makes it worth it. And it should be noted, Cartoon Network has like 0 female-led shows. So this I don't have the exact list in front of me, so I don't know if it's literal 0. Like even Steven Universe has a male lead. Unikitty existing just with the female lead is worth it on its own. So this is some interesting potential here. I don't like, if I think if the show were to stick, I think it would need to do something plot wise. I don't think it will though, but
probably not.
But we don't really know. We just saw this one preview episode. Anyway.
I mean, if there's a bad guy, there could be plots.
Yeah, there's a bad guy at least. So at least we'll do something. Okay. So, final Unikitty thoughts, Delaney.
I thought it was really cute, and I'm always about positive sibling dynamics.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I honestly enjoyed the 11 minutes I spent watching Unikitty. So I think so looking forward to the rest of the show, and let's get more Babymetal music in the show. That's
Always.
well, I wonder if they could do that. Is have just
like on the radio or
just like over over the just like in the background or something, like instead of
yes.
Yeah, so that would be great. Okay, anyway, let us know what you thought of the Unikitty premiere. If you're watching on YouTube, you can leave comments there. You can subscribe to us on YouTube to not miss any of our podcasts. Or you could comment on overlyanimated.com, where you can find all of our stuff. We're deep into Miraculous Ladybug coverage. So check that out. Probably if you like Unikitty, you would like Ladybug. I think that's a easy crossover.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. And subscribe to us, overlyanimated.com/iTunes. Consider supporting us on Patreon, patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to all of our patrons, especially our patron of the podcast, Michael A.K. Wazowski, and thanks as always to our patron executive producers, John, Ryan, Steve, Alex, and Andy. So that's it for the Unikitty podcast. We did it, and it was over half an hour. We got there.
Incredible.
Thumbs up us. Okay, so thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.